Hey everyone, Mherex here, bringing you another video. This is going to be my preview on Nikki Cross, Abby the Witch. Let's get started with, she is a modern era chaotic powerhouse. Um, yeah, trainer. She has links, she has the raw link, any color moves start with 1 more MP. Y at 6, that's 4 on your multiplies. And modern gems do 5% more damage. The stock Abby the Witch gear. Trainer's really niche. Yellow gems do 50% more damage. Black moves start with 2 more MP. When you need this, it'll be fire. The rest of the time, not so much. But the 50% yellow gems is nice, I guess. It's 5% better than Cena. So there will be times where you can use it, but where it'll be absolutely awesome when these two line up and is needed. But the rest of the time, it's not so great. So I would rate that as very niche. But let's see. Where from here? Strap for this, she's an S tier, so I'm going to go ahead and use 100%. This is going to be no moments, no 99 MP for this full preview. Nikki has a lot of extras you can get, potentially. I'll talk about that at the end. But for this preview, it's not going to be the extras. So no moment, plural. No moments, plural. But it is 100% strap. We are going to start with the dog ear gremlin plate equipped. When you generate 3 or more sub gems, increase your red and blue gem damage 100% for 2 turns. First moveset, super sub build, two-handed bulldog, 1 MP, super low charge. So in showdown that can get you loaded, but look out for the zombie girls. Increases your purple MP by 9. Chokehold submission, 28 random sub gems, 764k 2 turns. Remaining turn into multiply gems, strength 8. Diving crossbody, 212k damage plus 382k bonus damage for every row break. We don't care about that right now. We will later. Then deal 1.9 million damage, make 21 random gems into red gems, and then pin the opponent. All right. So entourage for this, like I said, super sub. Sammy for 100%, 2 turns. Zombie Brock, 3 turns, 20%. 50 and 1 on Maivia, 50 and 1 on Logan. That gives us about a 17 million sub over 7 turns. So this obviously, 17 million at silver. It'd probably go up to like maybe close to 20 at gold, I would guess. Moments don't help this build. Your gameplay loop after 99 MP, you're going to click that. It'll be loaded in showdown, feud, boss, all modes. Then you can click your sub. So you can see we have almost no multiply gems left. So in a case like that, let's just go ahead and hit the sub again. Right away. You can see the red ones are nice, big damage at 1 million from the plate. This will also give us a second proc of the plate and hopefully a lot more multiply gems to blow up and probably win the match. Maybe not. So after the second sub, they're 1.3 million. Incidentally, if you were wondering what the Brett plate would do, the zombie Brett plate, it would be 1.3 million because it is exactly twice of the one we're using. So that's what the red multiplies would be in this build. This is not the damage set though. This is the subset. $20 million damage, 15 gem, would have been 30 at gold. So that's the super sub. Moving on, we're going to do the same exact build, but let's say you got the multiply trainers. So I do not normally like sub boom builds. This is a pretty good sub boom build though. If you have, what's her face here, Sherry in particular. If you don't have Sherry, you could place Matt there. The reason I'm using Rowan here is his gem, multiply gem goes up to 75% at gold. It'll be much better at gold. And he's more available. Sherry's rare enough, so I'm not going to use Leo. Leo would obviously add more here, right? But Sherry's enough extra. But if you're getting the S tier one, most of the time you're probably gonna have Sherry. Leo's much more available now, so I will sometimes use him in previews. I'll try to limit that though, but a ton more people have him now than did before. With only 2 turns, your gameplay loop is a lot faster. Still the same plate supply. We lost a bunch of them, but you can see reds are 2.3 million, so I'm gonna go ahead and hit it again so you can see what they'd be with the Brett plate. Which we might get pinned, and it might not matter. $2.8 million. So they would be 2.8 million after 1 sub with the Brett plate. And this should be really good. You obviously could combo this with a gem chucker, because you can see we hardly hit any gems. We still hit for like 37 million. It's gonna hit really hard with this build, even without a gem chucker like the Sheriff's Badge. Sheriff's Badge, Brett plate, Acolyte plate, you could use over Sheriff's Badge. So if you're not a fan of it resolving, that's gonna hit really hard. And that's momentless. Alright, so let's move on to this build. This one I am going to throw Leo on, apologies, but this build set, you're not going to run this one, to be honest, unless you have both moments, probably, and for some reason you want to use this setup. I'm going to put Leo on here just so I can show you guys and show the finisher. The red finisher is her weakest one by far, in my opinion. Her weakest move, probably. But I wanted to show you guys, so this one I'll do with a whalier setup, because I would not run this, even kind of, unless you had a whalier setup. Again, this one would probably do much, much better with the moment. It also gives me a chance to show you the Tornado DDT, which otherwise I don't think I'll be using. I can't remember for sure at this moment. So super whaley setup. Red finisher, the Purge, 3.7 million damage, choose a 4x7 area. In the opponent, let's read it without the buffs, 2.8 million. Whiplash Neckbreaker, 6 MP red, 524k damage, make 22 random gems, multiply gems of strength 8. Then the Tornado DDT, 1 MP, another 1 MP, 296k damage, increase your red MP by 4. If the opponent's class is an acrobat, you also increase the strength of your multiply by 6. So in the case of an acrobat, you'd switch the Whiplash Neckbreaker in the Tornado DDT spot, because you're going to want to hit the Whiplash Neckbreaker first. We're not going against an acrobat, so I don't care. And then Butch and Santa get the multiply loaded and get you 6 MP so that the Tornado DDT fills it post 99 MP and feud. Sherry and Leo, so your multiply gems are strength 15. And the plates are not benefiting this one at all. This one you would use a Sheriff's Badge, and I don't know that there's another primary one. Nightmare Plate. For the yellows that would hit, Nightmare Plate, Sheriff's Badge for this one is what you'd run for sure. Actually, now that I think about it, Sheriff's Badge is going to be a really big plate for her in general. If you don't have a Sheriff's Badge, you're probably not going to like her as much. If you don't like gem checker plates, then you probably won't like her as much. More about all of this later. I'm going to change to the red move damage metal here. Also, this is very random with what your board is and where your multiplies go. That's why... I'm sorry, I said Sheriff's Badge. You would not use a Sheriff's Badge for this. That was really dumb of me to say. You're not going to get enough reds. So disregard the Sheriff's Badge on this build completely. Nightmare Plate would still be fine on the yellows if you want. Honestly, I would do Viper Strike and black to red plate to chuck 17, potentially, gems if you break 4 black gems, which would be finishers 8.9 million, by the way, which would be this area right here, and then you could potentially change the rest to reds. This area is also our best for damage. Potentially this would give us 3, this would give us 2, this gives us 4, and yeah, this is the best spot. Okay, 23 million gem, 30 million total. So 44 million gem, like 52 million damage with the super whaley setup, no moments. So with the moment, I think you could probably run that. There's definitely going to be variants. I'm just going to quit out. I don't really like that build. I just want to show you guys. Due diligence, get all the moves in there, sort of thing. I think that's only like a double moment kind of runner. But then it's pretty fast. This one is maybe, weirdly enough, probably my favorite build set for her. It's not last because I don't think most people are going to like this. Just full disclosure. And we're done with the red move damage medal. I'm going to go back. But this one won't scale. Like, it's not going to scale up much. It's not going to go great after this. I just potentially really like it in Showdown if you have, again, the one moment in particular, the free one, if you have that and unlock it by getting 4 characters, then this one will be very good for Showdown. Other than that, it's more of just kind of a fun to mess around with kind of build, and it doesn't need any MP. This is probably my favorite because I actually do find this build fun. The damage is just going to be a little bit low at gold without a moment, but I do like no MP. We're using 2 1 MP moves, and so no MP to load it. So this will be ready in everything all the time. German Suplex, 1 MP red, 480k damage, makes 6 random gems into row breaks. Again, this build is going to benefit huge from that first moment. Like 10 extra row breaks, 200% row break damage. This moveset, and that's the free one. This moveset is good for that. Two-handed Bulldog, 1 MP, deal 369k damage, increase your purple MP. You guys have seen this by 9. And the finisher you guys have seen too. But this time we're going to want to do damage per row break. Loadout for this. Mercy goes up to 200% at gold, so he's going to add 75% more. We got Roger Rabbit for 3 more row breaks, and row breaks reds do 30% more. If you don't have either of these two, you can sub Zombie Mankind. He does 100% row break damage. Huskus, 150% more row break damage, and Sarge, 50% and 4 more row break gems. So we're doing 13 randoms, and 1.62 million damage for every one of those randoms. It ends up being like 21k. So you add another 200%, another 10 gems. It gets kind of crazy. On the damage output, another 75% for Mercy. So this would probably be my favorite, but you're gonna need to have the free moment unlocked and leveled, and then you're gonna want Mercy leveled as well to get the most out of it. She's definitely gonna beat us. Probably, maybe not definitely. Let's see. But it'll show you how much damage she does. Easily, this is definitely my favorite moveset. This one I find fun. I do, for sure. We're getting, again, 5.4 million. And, you know, honestly, you could run this with takedown and it would be even better. This moveset. Run this with takedown. I should have just set a takedown up to take advantage of this because the gem damage is negligible. I feel like takedown would be the way to go here, actually, with the moment and such. But you can see we're going to blow up the board. We got 6 million gem, but 32 million damage pin on that 6 million gem. So we get another 6 million at gold. So I think takedown 2 would definitely be the way to go with that. And again, this set with the moment, I think will be awesome. Without the moment, though, probably not so much. All right. This moveset. It's interesting, I guess. It needs a lot to run, like a lot of Nikki stuff. Let's get the right moves in. Make sure I have this set up right. Okay, another move that increases red MP, running cross body, 5 MP, 369k damage, increase your red MP by 9. Then deal 369k damage, choose one column to make into row breaks. Whiplash Neckbreaker, 22 random gems into multiply gems of strength 8. That's 6 MP red. This loads this. And then the diving crossbody, which you guys know. Entourage for this one is to get the purples loaded. We need this setup. Not this setup. We need mellow. Almost that setup. That's not mellow. Really? Do I not have him? Whatever. My apologies, guys. There he is. All right, so that would load the purple finisher here, and this move, and then this move will load this move. So you can run this post 99 MP. No plates right now. For the plate for this, you definitely want a sheriff's badge. I'll toss a sheriff's badge on in a minute to show you guys. Also, the Huskus plate would give you 50% more gem on the multiplies too. This is very kind of RNG based, but pretty fast. You got a combo move here, though. There's lots of, she has a lot of combo moves. Then you chuck your random gems. And then you hit your finisher. You can see I didn't clip a bunch of them. This is really not that impressive without a sheriff's badge, in my opinion. We'll come back to this and it'll look way better. It is pretty fast though. We'll definitely come back to that with the sheriff's badge after I run this one without the sheriff's badge. Then we'll run them both with the sheriff's badge. This would be my favorite moveset, I suppose, with no moments, assuming you have Sherry and 17k Santa. Which, you know, is not necessarily a thing. You've seen all the moves, so we just put the two-handed bulldog in along with instead to level the purples. So basically the same thing we just did. That gets this closer. But switching the trainers around so you don't need 2 MP people. Just Butch. Alright. Like I said, both of the last 2 builds, Sheriff's Badge is really going to make them go. So you'll hit that, it'll fill your finisher, and you'll chuck these. And this only has 1 combo move to deal with, so that's nice. Keeps it a little smoother. But again, depending on what you connect for multiplies, you can see without a Sheriff's Badge, that's nada, right? That's like 10 million. Again, not that great. You can get massive hits that way too, by the way, when it works out and your stuff connects. But a lot of RNG there. So let's toss the Sheriff's Badge on, and that again was with 100% strap and crazy trainers, right? He's just not using Leo, which we could, but Bailey's not bad at all on these. That's a massive Santa. Nikki, well, I'll wait till the end, like I said I was gonna. Because I have plenty to say. Alright. Here we go. You're going to see Sheriff's Badge changes it exponentially. Takes a lot of the RNG factor out of it. With the Sheriff's Badge, you could use the Nightmare Plate with this build. In fact, that's what I'd recommend. I'll put that on after this. We'll run one with it. Much better first hit anyway, and obviously we got every single multiply gem. That's 44 million damage. That's your moveset. Like, without a moment, you want the Sheriff's Badge, right? That was a really good hit though on the first one with reds. I'll go ahead and put the Nightmare Plate on with that. And again, this is momentless, so this would be my favorite without a moment, assuming you have Sherry and Santa. Bailey would help too, quite a bit. Boom. Here come the yellows. We missed one of the multiplies. Still 40 million on a much less good hit. That would be like 80 million at gold. That's good. That's good stuff. Alright. Nightmare, Sheriff's Badge. You do have the gem checker, though. Let's go back to this one now. Sheriff's Badge and Nightmare combo will work on this one as well. And so would the Huskus plate, but the Huskus plate would be worse than the Nightmare, maybe? Maybe not? Maybe better? We'll put the Huskus plate on too. Maybe better, because it's 50% all gem damage, so probably better. No, for sure better, 50% all. We'll pick up the red and the yellow. Definitely, yeah, very close, but I think Huskus better. Smaller multiply gems, it's obviously not going to hit as hard, but 32 million for 64. Doesn't need Sherry, which is a benefit to this moveset. Right? Doesn't need Sherry, which is the benefit to them. Yeah, 50% all your gems. That'll give us the red and the yellow. And then everything else in between. Oh, it'd help if I changed to the right moves. Ah. Oh well. Still running the tricolor one. Whoopsie. You can see with much worse trainers. Sugar plums. That's a decent hit though. Huskus is doing nothing now though. 34. Jeez, calm down. Okay. Too much switching, guys. Too much switching. Alright, let me get the row break one in. Because that's definitely going to make a difference. This is also, since this is the last moveset, last one I'm going to run, this is a really hard preview for me to do, where there's multiple moments, multiple plates, rare trainers, potentially, like really rare, to get the most out of her. It kind of reminds me of Hall of Fame, which are my least favorite previews to do by far, because the gears are really hard to obtain for Hall of Fame, similar to the 2 gears to the 2 moments for her. One is free, which is great. So the one isn't actually that hard to obtain. You can see that did 36 mil. Pretty good with the Sheriff's Badge and the Huskus plate. The other moment, we'll take a look at them real quick. The other moment right now on the portal, you get it for $900 spent. There are 5 people that have it unlocked, so it looks like there'll be one more, and that's probably it, unless you got super lucky in this loot that I wouldn't recommend pulling on. This this loot for the moment, not a big fan of it personally, but you know, it is what it is. Don't like this moment relief method that much. You can see it's unlocked now, but it's not maxed. So this is the free one. You need 4 superstars, which if you get Nikki, you're likely to get them, or you get her later, you're likely to get them. It's a free built-in Sherry and a free 200% row break more damage, so a built-in max mercy. Really, really good. You could also potentially replace yeah, I wouldn't use that other plate. Sheriff's Badge is going to be your go-to for the ultimate. So yeah, that makes a huge difference for the multiply movesets, all of them, built-in Sherry. So she'll be crazy with just this moment. And now as far as the other one goes, the $900 one, it doesn't help as much, but it would also... Oh yeah, it does. 200% row breaks. Wait, Is this the same one? This is not the same one. Sorry. Right here. This one is what makes her other one crazy. So both moments this build. Not this build, the no MP one. This one. Both moments this build would be stupid with 400% more row break gem damage, and then creating 10 more row breaks, right? And also, both moments her multiply and gem ones are going to be stupid. That's why it feels like Hall of Fame, right? They're both going to do well over 100. Either of the last two I showed with both moments. So Nikki, I mean, this is really hard for me because she feels so Hall of Famey to me. She also, to me, feels kind of jerky when I play her. It's just not as smooth as I would like, probably because of all the combos. I don't know. I don't have a good reason why I don't love her. Because, I mean, she's, I would say, in most cases, the best powerhouse lady in the game, right? I believe I could make a case for Chelsea with super whaley stuff, but no one is really going to be in the same ballpark with me on that. So I think I probably have to say she's the best. But she's not the most fun for me. If I get her, I will use Chelsea over her. But except when she's required, just because I don't super enjoy it, unless I got both moments, which I don't think I would do, because this row break one I really do enjoy. But I would need both moments to run that. She's way better than Zombie Live though. No moments, yeah, period. So yeah, I mean it is what it is. People a lot of times say that I'm always big on whatever's new. Well, here's a case where I'm not as big on something that's new, um, because I really didn't enjoy playing her while I was doing the preview, practicing it. She's also a chaotic powerhouse, just like Chelsea, who I have gold and actually really enjoy playing. I do like her more than Liv because I can't stand Liv though. So my personal preference, I put her behind Chelsea just because I didn't really enjoy playing her, and I know I'm not going to get both moments. But I think objectively, she's the best powerhouse in the game. She's just not for me, and I'm not really super concerned with whether I get her or not because I will just use her for requirements, sadly. Also, this face is rough, right? Everything else is great. Card art's awesome. In game is like when you're playing her is fine. This is really weird though. I don't know what's up with that. Anyway, the screaming animation's cool though. So again, this is a really tough preview for me to do because it feels like Hall of Fame, and if you guys know me very much, you know I hate Hall of Fame cards. And I don't like doing their previews because most people won't get the gears, just like most people won't get both moments. She's still great without the moments, assuming you have a sheriff's badge and some rare stuff, like this kind of thing, or mainly this kind of thing without the moments. But without that, I mean, you could always run the sub builds, but I don't like those, but they're good too. So let me know what you think in the comments. Hopefully I did okay with this preview. I didn't enjoy it as much as normal, so I feel like it's not as good a preview as normal. But yeah, let me know what you think. Thanks for watching, guys. Remember to like, subscribe, and share because that really helps me out. Other than that, good luck out there. She's really good. I don't know why I didn't find her fun to play. I don't know. Maybe you guys have ideas why. Because I don't have a really good reason.